Now from that parent summit in New York with Harry and Meghan, you know, that very new campaign that's going to put them back in the spotlight once again, this time in the charitable world, all in the aid, of course, of their Archewell Foundation. Whichever way you look at it, that particular Archewell Foundation has been kind of blown out the water with the fact that we found out, did we not, at the start of this year, that apparently they just give 1 hour a week to charitable work. I mean, how busy are they? How often do those chickens need to be tended to? How many limes does Harry need to juggle? You get the picture. But what's interesting here is, as ever, they have to up the ante. They have to make sure that people are going to be interested. Now, given the fact that this particular summit, whatever you want to call it, is going to be of interest to teenagers and younger. It's all basically about the world of social media and how, of course, you know, people now are looking into it much earlier. It is a serious topic. I don't know if you agree, but I think it's frightening, actually, the information out there to very young eyes and ears, far more than when you and I were younger, you know. And it's not just that, it's kind of like cash cards, payments, all sorts of stuff, which they can get into very intricate problems with. But now, as ever, they've decided, as I say, that they need to come in with a bang. This is, after all, another comeback, another way of proving that New York truly does love Harry and Meghan, and that car chase earlier this year, which was catastrophic and even had the mayor tickling away. Well, seemingly they've got to wipe all of that away like it never happened, and now got to prove to you and I that there's bigger things to talk about. Well, thank you so much for your lovely comments about that recent short regarding Sid Charisse and Marilyn Monroe on the set of Marilyn's last film in 1962, all about not being too many blondes in a movie. It can happen, you know. There's only one blonde on this screen, you'll notice. Yes. There's only one daft enough to be on this screen, I think, don't you? Anyway, thank you for your very much supportiveness of those shorts. They're just fun things, this is. If you haven't seen them, do check them out. Now, back to Harry and Meghan. This is going to be interesting because, according to a very well-placed source, I can tell you first and exclusive that there has been a recorded message alongside Prince Harry and, of course, his eldest son. That's right, Prince Archie, all about them having a father and son bonding chat about the perils of social media. At the time of recording of this, we're unsure whether they are going to release this or indeed screen it during that parental summit. You see, their bosses believe, you know, their new team, that this would be the R factor. There's Harry, you know, the dedicated father, telling his very young son all about the perils of, you know, just how bad social media is. Now, one might suggest that Prince Archie at that age wouldn't necessarily know too much about the world of social media, but it's not about Archie, as we know. It's always about the brand selling themselves. And more importantly, you know, they realize that they've got to get some distraction going away because everybody's simply going to be talking about the catastrophic car chase in Manhattan. What they want to do is shift eyes and ears to a totally different topic. And according to that very well-placed source, who better than the rather mysteriously, very unseen, two ex-royal children? That's right, Prince Archie and Princess Lily. Wouldn't apply to her, but of course Archie, well, he's been on screen before for money. Remember the Netflix docu-series? So what difference would it make this time around? As I say, at the time of recording this, there's no confirmed 100%, you know what Harry and Meghan are like. But as ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.